Going somewhere?
Okay, so I can't believe I'm doing this. Um, I want to say over the last 10 years, there have been about 10,000 Nina while standing one tutorials. I don't know what y'all aren't getting. I don't understand how, out of all 10,000 of those tutorials, um, someone didn't click in their explanation on how to do it with you. Um, but you're here. And you're here because, you subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. And you want to know how do I do these butterfly loops and how I'm so comfortable with doing them. Um, so, um, just to get into it, the one thing that you need to understand is that butterfly loops are essentially rhythm based. It's not as hard as a electric. It's easier than a dash jab combo for sure. Um, it's not as hard as a back two loop, and it's also not as hard as do glide cancels with Lily. Um, it's like I would say electric is the hardest thing to staple in the combo in the game. Period. Second to that, I would say it's Nina's butterfly loops. Third to that would be Lee's back two loops, and then dash jabs, do glide loops, things like that. You don't really need versus you need electrics. That's why I would say they're the hardest. Um, and you don't really need while standing one loops now. However, I've explained in situations where you need them. This 5% HP buff, it's real. Um, the other season 4 staple that I showed you guys and that you guys know about, which is delaying the down for 3-2 in the combo, so you can get a down 2-3 to all combo within. Then you can do your round 1 and 3-4. That's very hard to staple online. You can do butterfly loops on that deck. And of course, back two loops, Lee needs those. The second most important thing is what you are playing on. Meaning whether you're on D-pad, you're on a fight stick, or mixed box, hitbox, or keyboard. You guys ask me this all the time. What am I playing on? And I'll just show y'all right now. So I am on this right here. This is a Razer Ryan fight pad for PS4. More importantly, just a D-pad. So if you're on D-pad, whatever D-pad you're most comfortable doing QCF inputs with, or QCF forward, down forward. I've seen half circle forward. I've seen half circle up forward, up forward, just so you can get the inputs and cover all points of failure. Just whatever pad you're comfortable with. This is the pad that I'm most comfortable with for fighting games in general. So now that you're using your tool of choice, like I said, just make sure you're comfortable doing QCF inputs with them, because that's the only way this is going to work. Now that you're comfortable with your QCF inputs, the reason why is that Nina is a very peculiar character. So for most other characters, you do down, forward to get while standing one or while standing inputs. You can do that with Nina, but as you can see, I'm doing them so slow that it wouldn't work. country, that just wouldn't work. So Nina is unique to where if you do QCF, and then if you go into neutral, um, you'll get her while standing one. So that's like, and it's evading forward. Um, please do not be intimidated by my quote unquote frame perfect inputs. And these are quote unquote frame perfect inputs. That's just because I'm a nerd. And I found my D-pad of choice to where I'm very comfortable in doing QCF inputs. And as you all know, I enjoy playing on the P2 side more because it's even more comfortable than P1. So that's all you want to do initially. You just want to just do this boring shit. And you want to do this on both sides actually. I'm on a wall stage because I feel like these are where butterfly loops matter the most. On infinite stage, not so much. Yeah. But you just want to as you can see here, I mean, it's comfortable on the side. Oh shit. Just practice this. And I have it on recovery, so as soon as Nina goes back to regular color and not that blue highlighted color, that's when I go for it again. So. And that's really the speed you need to do them. You see how slow that is? A lot of people think you just need to do it, that's just not true. It's more forgiving than what you think. So I'm telling you, as soon as it turns back to the regular color, you can do it again. So that you know that they're fairly easy, actually. So, we went over that. That's very short and sweet. I'm keeping this very quick because, like I said, I can't believe I'm doing this. So with that, knowing that this isn't gonna work and that's gonna work, it's just getting the rhythm down pat. You already got the timing down pat. Now it's time to get the rhythm down pat. You can use any type of timer. There's a specific timing mechanism tool you can use if you want to get that in depth. It's really not that serious. But you want to just do them quite often in practice mode. Like when you do your combo execution to get warm up, that little 10%, spend it like maybe 10 to 20 minutes just on combos in practice mode before you go into the next 30 to 40 minutes, which I hope, please let it be throw breaking and reacting to throws. Throw breaking, reacting to lows, and sidestep, and please let that be most of your tech and practice them up before you go online, not butterfly loops. But in the 10 to 20 minutes you spend in practicing on combos, just run through this and And another thing you guys point out is that doesn't look like it's worth it, because off her down forward 2, when people show you this route of comboing, you see it only did 67 damage. Okay, but did you notice that down forward 2 only did 12 damage? Launchers matter. Okay, that's 80 damage off a 20 damage launcher. That's really good. See what I'm going here? Pay attention to the launcher. You're gonna get less damage off of this, and you're gonna get less damage off of her while sending 2 just because that only does 15 damage. Okay? So in actuality, 67 damage for a launcher that doesn't launch crouch and does 12 damage is really good. But You guys want to get the wall so you can see the point of doing this here. So and as you saw, that was an 87 damage combo, which is way more attractive. Yeah, but hopefully you guys just go in practice mode and drop them like I just did. Okay, you guys, what you guys actually want to know, you want to know how I do the butterfly loops on the advanced combos. So, not, you know, not that. Y'all care nothing about this. You get the point. Y'all don't care nothing about that. Y'all want to know how I do those combos. So obviously you have to be really off access to it, right? So you know how us average skill test players play. We want to do a nice little sidestep launcher. You know, we think we gaming, we think we doing something to get this sidestep launcher off. But for Nina, he want to do a sidestep right launch, or you want to do a launcher into up forward 4, as up forward 4 puts them slightly off to the right axis. The most common, sidestep right launch. Next, as soon as she recovers, you want to do QCF1. Not like once you practice it, she should always be blue. You saw how you barely saw her turn black? She should be to the point where someone watching has to really look and see, damn, did she turn back to like her regular black cat suit? But yeah, you want to make sure that you leave little or no time in there once she recovers on your QCF1. So right on the money. After the second QCF1, immediately you want to do a QCF neutral one. So QCF1, QCF1, QCF neutral one. Immediately. Just as fast as you did the two QCF1s. You want to immediately do QCF neutral one. So essentially you're doing 3 fast QCF inputs. This is why it's so important that you're playing on something that you're comfortable with doing these QCF inputs. Or you're doing the QCF inputs in a way that is comfortable to you. So like I said, there's that half circle forward, half circle forward neutral, and then quarter circle forward, quarter circle forward, quarter circle forward neutral. Whichever way is easier for you to get the inputs. That's what matters here. Whichever is most comfortable for you to get the inputs is what matters here. So, as I said, launcher, not jab, but there we go. See that? See that? And if you delay it slightly like I did, you see how it drops? It's not like when you're doing the other butterfly loops where you have a lot of time to break and then loop them together because they're so forgiving. This one is like, it's really immediate. It's not frame perfect, it's not a just frame. It's just immediately after she recovers because it's a little bit more forgiving than the frame perfect. I didn't sidestep enough. See? Oh, Jesus. See, I waited a little bit and it whips. The other 4 butterfly loops are as I described, which is you have a little bit more time to link them together. So this just comes down to you being comfortable with the rhythm of inputting your while standing one in order to link the combo. So it doesn't matter what launcher you do this from. You just have to make sure you do side step right. Most commonly, you guys that have been watching me playing other people's streams, I haven't been streaming really. When I block -18 or a stagger low, you guys are like, that's like an optimal punish. Oh, that looks cool. I want to do that. And I'm happy that I'm inspiring y'all. But essentially, aside from my execution, it's really just what I said. You have to become comfortable with the while standing one input rhythm, and you have to just gain and like I said, you just have to gain, and you'll get that hefty punish, which is only 1 point more if you do double QCF1. Not double, excuse me, triple QCF1 in the down 2-3, and dash QCF 4-2-3. It's just 1 point there. But it does look cool. It's a highlightable combo, but that's essentially how you do that. From her up 4-4 combo route, the most common one is off her back 1+4. This one is a little harder because after the up 4-4 you have to land the QCF1, and it's literally the same. After that QCF1 lands, you have to immediately go into a QCF neutral one or a while standing one, however you want to input it. Like I said, QCF neutral one, half circle forward neutral one, half circle forward up one. Just however you're more comfortable inputting it. But it's insanely hard, as you see me drop it. It's worth going for. Again, it is 84 damage. And another thing about doing butterfly loops after F4-4, because a lot of you ask me how do I do the double side step 1 combo and the F4-4 and the butterfly loops. It is essentially the same logic. So on P2 I have to do a little side step, because I'm not immediately doing a while standing one, right? So I immediately did a while standing one and the combo connected. That is how you land literally all of her really hard butterfly loops combos. Is after the front load move, which it could be 3 front load moves, as you saw there. It was 2 side step 1. So after you do your last heavy upfront hitting move, as we all know, the first 3 hits deal the most damage. After that, then you immediately go into your butterfly loops. It's not like, again, it's not like that. It's not like that. As you can see, that is a little bit more in favor of you being able to take your time and input the butterfly loop. It's more forgiving. It's why it's the bread and butter, and it's why it's the staple combo to go those butterfly loop routes. believe those are really and truly the only insanely difficult uh, butterfly loop inputs to get the combo off, which would deal the most damage. This is off her QCF1 and off her up forward 4. Um, those two moves, most definitely, it's a very tight first input while standing one. Like I said, you just got to game, you got to lab it in practice mode, and you got to go for it in a match. If you drop it, you drop it. You know, the more times you drop it, the more times you're more likely to land it. That's my logic, and I'm sticking with that. Hopefully, I made some sense here. I made some clarity, and happy gaming. Enjoy Nina.